implications today, and of course this one, no less. King of the Hill opening up the God RF for Immortals, Royal and Lapacati behind him. Mikel leading off for Fnatic, Javi 14, and Yirai if necessary.
Yeah, RF started this season looking absolutely unstoppable in the 2v2 set as well as King of the Hill. He's stumbled a bit since then, now 8-7, but he did start the season off 9-0 in games.
RF playing, going with Mortar, possibly Mortar Royal Hogs.
And that set of Rascals probably should have been dropped on the right side of the tower as opposed to the left, giving a lot of poison value right there. That little pocket between the Mortar and the Princess Tower is a place where your opponent loves to throw fireballs, predictive fireballs, or poisons.
So Mikel playing some variation of bridge spam. We'll see if it's traditional or if he breaks the Dark Prince in there, which has been a big part of the bridge spam deck as of late. Archers split in the back, and the Bar Barrel does get timed perfectly to stop that Bandit from going to tower.
Yeah, great +1 trade there, and Mortar's up immediately.
And it is the Dark Prince version, which has been much more popular this season.
Rascals up high to protect that Mortar.
90 seconds down. So far, both guys playing very conservatively.
And those Rascal girls sitting in the sweet spot, not crossing the river to get in range of that Princess Tower. That's exactly what you want to see.
And a big Mortar shot as we go closer to double elixir time. Mikel continues to play very conservative, not really getting aggressive at the bridge with this bridge spam deck.
Yeah, and you see RF there opting to not use his snowball to get a little tower damage and hit those minions because he might want to save that snowball for Battle Ram specifically and use his Mortar for offense. And a great rocket on top of that E-Wiz. You're in double elixir time now. You can afford it, and that's great tower damage.
So RF now goes defensive Mortar, hoping to add a little bit of damage on that right-hand side and be ready to pull a Battle Ram if it comes through. And Skeletons come down to pick up that Bandit dash.
Yeah, very well played with those Skellies. And this should be pretty easily defended by RF.
RF playing very, very well now in this critical game for Immortals.
Royal Hogs finally coming down.
So RF establishing a pretty solid lead of 500 HP in the right-hand lane as we go into sudden death.
And he's comfortable playing the Mortar there because if necessary, he can snowball it towards the center, if the Battle Ram, excuse me, because the Battle Ram is going to be played in the left-hand lane in that situation. It's still able to get pulled to the middle with the help of a snowball if necessary.
And P.E.K.K.A just barely doesn't get a swing on tower as the God RF responds in kind with those Royal Hogs. Archers in the back, a big push coming down, but looks like it's fairly easily dealt with, Andrew.
Yes, very easily dealt with. RF does miss the snowball on the Battle Ram, but it's not the end of the world, as you see there, cleaned up very well.
30 seconds into the extended overtime. The God RF continues to keep pressure on that right-hand tower. Mikel simply has not found a way through the defense yet to make any significant damage.
Well, he's having a hard time building pushes from the very back. You saw the one time that he played a unit in the back in the E-Wiz, it got picked off and gave tons of value with that rocket. So he's kind of forced to play with half his field.
And a second high Mortar to stop that Battle Ram and confuse the Dark Prince. RF playing very clean. Mikel in trouble as we go into our final 2 minutes.
Yeah, and RF is very happy to keep playing this game just like it is. 1 minute and 45 seconds remain in a lowest tower situation, and if he has the defense controlled and is able to get offense on the tower, that rocket is a really, really sweet card to have.
Really conservative elixir management from the Immortals player, and now we see Mikel starting to put a little bit more pressure on. And, so that could connect.
Yeah, and that's where you need to use your snowball. You've got to get the snowball in to push that Battle Ram towards your Mortar, or else it's going to connect every single time. And that's what Mikel's bread and butter is right now. He's getting a lot of pressure on the right and then battle ramming on the left.
Mikel, options in both lanes. So far, RF has been committed only to one side. We have not seen him split the Hogs yet at this point, despite this being a deck that does have dual lane pressure capability.
And remember, with that snowball and rocket, RF has almost a 500 HP cushion over Mikel.
This is lowest single tower, so that 500 HP cushion could directly come into play. Snowball makes some room. Mortar hits the Ewas. Royal Hogs all over that tower.
Now we're in a position where Mikel feels like he has to take a tower from RF because he's losing the lowest single battle.
Splitting skeletons in the back, RF cycling, getting the mortar down one more time, and we've already seen him go all the way around to a second mortar when the defense gets hot. May he be going that direction one more time?
And here we go. Now we'll see if that battle ramp, it doesn't actually need to because the mortar is played on the left-hand side. However, that snowball actually keeps the mortar away and out of aggro range. Second mortar comes down.
And that's going to be it. The mortar shot, just a capper on it. RF doesn't even need to finish anything off. He knows he played that very well. A solid deck choice, solid mechanics. The god